Hello, people, and welcome aboard to follow yet another World Team Carcassonne Online Championship match. This time between the Netherlands and the Ukraine. And Ukraine, who I believe has the highest average ELO out of all the teams, of course, between all of their players. And now you can see the lineups on the screen from two places. On table 1 we have Day Sleep versus Van Alexen. On table 2 Ivan Bell, excuse me, versus Atriar. And tables 1 and 2 are the ones that we will be focusing on, as this same match is also being streamed at the same time on another channel. So it is being streamed by Vladimir Kovalev under the channel Lucky God, and it is streamed in Russian, but you may ask questions in English. Then on table 3 we have Gottfried 1 Bouillon versus Pavel Brin. Table 4, Patrick Bekenotte, the bronze medalist of the individual world championships of 2023, versus Smile. And then on table 5 we have Gert Versteeg versus Samuelsson. Now, since we are following the trip of Group B, we have a very spicy stuff. We went some of it through yesterday, and we kind of established that Romania will be out because there is no possible there is no possibility that Romania can get into top 3 with only 2 match, or like they can get to top 3, I think, but 2 match wins will not be enough to get Romania to the playoffs. So that's going to be a massive upset, I would say, in this group, that Romania will be out of the competition. But Ukraine, Netherlands, Italy, and Greece will all be fighting for those playoff spots. And as it happens to be so, we have each of these countries starting their 5th and final group stage match within 1 hour of each other. So if we take a look at the calendar, we can see that we have Netherlands, Ukraine right now. Then only half an hour later, we have Italy versus UK. And then when Netherlands Ukraine is over, we will be following up with Romania Greece, which is well, as you can gather from what I just said, it will be a massive match for Greece especially. So the stakes are very high, higher than they have been ever before, at least during this season. And there is no doubt that every single team will be trying to win today, as they all assumably want to get to the playoffs and want the best for their team. Now, like I said, we will be focusing on tables 1 and 2, and you may see action from the tables 3, 4, and 5. At the end of this match, if tables 1 and 2 have finished, or you may see the action on the channel of Vladimir Kovalev if you prefer Russian commentary. But we will be focusing on the slip and final action as well as versus Ivan Bell and Atriar. Hello everyone in the chat. Raf, Wisemace, Pichan, Temrak, and Devaka. Yes, indeed, I think I have managed this time to to do both, not mute myself, and we started basically on time. And we shall start with Ivan Bell versus Atriar. Who have already started. Um, so let's have an assessment of the situation. We have a 5-point ruin, which is undoubtedly going to be attacked later on. Well, it is attacked already, but there is a possibility that Ivan separates himself from the 5-point ruin with a tube divider instead of placing an extender here. Then we have a nice loop road for Ivan. We have a couple of 1-point cities, and we have a 5-point road and a 6-point monastery. So no points on the scoreboard yet, but to me it seems that red does have slightly better features and has more tiles which are beneficial for himself than Atriar has for his own actions. Now this is not exactly one of them. I mean, we could do like this exactly, but it's kind of uncomfortable leaving an empty road end next to our road, which still needs like 2 curves. So there's a threat that Atriar just gets a crossroad or a triple city with a road, takes 2 points, and then restricts this road even further. Atriar unperturbed of the threat of getting this city blocked, understandably, and instead just takes his city meeple back. Also starts a 6-point monastery in a juicy spot. He can now leech off of this road, leech off of this monastery, and really has to do very little to get this monastery completed. Ivan is likely gonna go either over here and start an attack on this city, or just add a couple of points to his 1-point city. Starts the latter one, which is alright. Atriar should be a pretty solid move just to start stacking monasteries, even though it will put his monasteries in a risk of getting blocked to a dagger, but there are still 2 daggers remaining, and at the same process, Ivan would be blocking his own road. Another option is to maybe go here and start a monastery over here. Oh! Oh! Yes. Does it work? Yeah, I think it works actually. I think this works because it does leave a monastery spot, and he will now be able to get more use out of getting, for example, a crossroad or any road tile really, and extend his road, surround his monastery, and now he doesn't have the threat of getting this square blocked. And he also doesn't give a one tile opportunity for Ivan to get his monastery out. But there is another monastery being placed, and it is Ivan who gets it right in time, right on time, as Adriar was with a monastery of his own. Now doesn't have such a great place to place it. I mean, like this would kind of be okay, but then because two starting tiles are out, then this square would be vulnerable. Possibly this square could be vulnerable. So he decides, and also he has only one meeple, so he decides not to make points out of this one. Just makes a platform to try and block this square or this square and try and cause just a general nuisance to Ivan. And with a quick point tile, I honestly could have possibly thought about taking just 2 points from the open road end, but understandably, because it would be restricting his road to a starting tile, it doesn't feel too comfortable as an idea. Gets rid of the vulnerable square, but Adriar should honestly just go here, start a ring road, as he does. And how does Ivan respond? I mean, going here and just not meepling the city cap would be fine, but it gives back a meeple to Adriar, because it gives a city cap to his field, which is now at 6 points. Oh! Huh? I don't quite understand this move. Okay, like it gives 1 point to both monasteries. It restricts his own road to a crossroad. Although, given that there are now 2 meeples versus 2 meeples stuck on the same square, and it does give a city cap to his field. But since he did not have too many places to get meeples out from immediately, I think this would have been a bit better, like slightly safer. However, it does play fantastically as it does play out fantastically as Ivan immediately does get a crossroad, and another one as well gets a meeple back, gets some extra points, gets additional points, also gets a third city on his field as Adriar completed it. But now that Adriar does have 3 meeples versus 2, he should be attacking this 9-point field at any point, given that he gets a rather useless tile, maybe like a curve or a straight road, or maybe like well, even a city tile really is good for attacking here. And even I don't see too many options. Yeah, either go here or here to start harassing this city, or go here and start like taking out this attacking spot to the field. Instead, he decides to make a possibility to get a tube divider finish the 8-point city and get a meeple back from the monastery. And as Atria, I'm actually not sure whether he should place an extender here as soon as he gets one. I think he might want to do that, but like it gives back a meeple, and it possibly uses a shielded tile to a shared feature, and then this will be vulnerable. Like it's not too great. Well, Ivan gets it, but Ivan is down so much on the scoreboard. Does decide to use an extender here though, which honestly is probably a relief for Adriar, because Ivan did use a city cap here, like kind of anticipating the tube divider, but seems like he didn't really care if he gets a tube divider or an extender. He's gonna use it here anyway, as he did, to get a meeple back. But now we have an issue, as Adriar attacks the large city, which is actually a rather unblockable connection, even though all 8 triple cities are gone, and there are only 2 extenders to fit here or here, then that means that this square cannot be blocked with anything. Ivan will need a tube divider here to separate these 2 cities from each other, and then he'll need like a straight road to block the upper part. So it might be a bit too difficult to try and block this. Ivan might have to just have faith that he gets both extenders, and given his point loss on the scoreboard, it might be so, but it's plus 15, 18, 22 versus 20, 15, 6. I mean, he's only plus 6, so it's not that bad. And he gets the first part of the plan completed, which, well, at least it makes sure that this city will never be completed, no matter what comes here, because there are no triple cities with a road remaining, which is the only tile that goes over here. But there is still the looming threat of unifying these 2 cities, and Ivan is not going to be able to attack this part anymore because there are no triple cities with a field remaining. So now it is a race of getting the tube divider or the extender for both players. And I'm whoa. I am extremely against this move, really. I think we should have definitely taken the field, because it is a 6-point field, and it is basically the only worthy feature to take on the board as of right now. And I think Ivan will be taking that to himself. Apparently does not yet. He feels, well, scared of Atria invading the field, which I don't see a reason to be scared, because this seems to be rather easily blockable, or at least highly restrictable. A monastery for Atria, only a 5-point spot to place it at. But with 15 tiles remaining, is it that bad? Because he can get a meeple back here. He has this threat. And he is leading in points. Like he was leading by +6, +9, 11, 10. I think he is leading by 10 points. If he goes here, he leads by 15 points. And that might be too much for Ivan to come by. At least it feels like that, like a staggering amount, really, when it's such a dry board. There is like almost nothing here. Welcome aboard, Mires and Kaika. Yep. Well, I assume that your comment, Amires, is on the positive side. I think you are now happy with, or at least more happy with the light than you were on the earlier stream. Okay, so Ivan indeed takes the 6-point field, but also blocks himself out of getting connected to this 3-point city, which I'm not sure how well that's going to be playing in his favor. Because if Atria with this move is 1, 2, 3, 4, like 14, 8, I think so. Atria is now +6 and, well, +7, and he has a meeple more. But actually the thing is that that Ivan has now received both of the extenders, so this connection will never happen. So I mean that is working out for him, but it's not going to be enough because Atria doesn't need the connection to win. And if Ivan is not going to be able to muster up large amounts of points quickly with stick caps on his field, then I think he doesn't have too much to hope for here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One triangle to go here. So only one tile that Ivan can get a meeple back with, which seems to be sealing the deal. Atria, for the good measure, of course, is going to be meeple in this just in case Ivan hits that one outer, or if he had gotten this. And now I think it doesn't matter what Atria does, he's going to be winning this game. He's +25, +30, +35, 38, 39, 37, 36, 30, 23. He's like +14, I think. And this just ensures that Atria doesn't even have to think, like literally doesn't have to think anything that happens on this board with the final remaining tiles, because he is now +14, and there is nothing that Ivan can do. Can't score points from anywhere, except for maybe a couple of points to his fields, but it looks like there's not gonna be even city caps remaining anymore, and I mean his fields are very much locked up, so to say. No growing, no growth squares to be found. And so it is that the first game point goes to the Ukrainian. With a 22-point difference it is. And we also have update on the chat saying that Smile has also taken a point for Ukraine against the Patrick Bekenute. So that certainly plays in favor of Ukraine, of course. Okay, let's see how Sleep is doing. Still in the first game with 5 tiles remaining. Ukraine's average ELO rating dropped from 641 to 631, but China's as well to 621, so they might still be the highest rated team. Doesn't buy them any wins though. That is true. That is true. ELO doesn't seem to have too much to do with the win percentages, at least regarding the match wins, as they haven't mustered up those wins like crazy. They have 2 wins, much like almost all the other teams in their group. And we also have another match update. Gert has also lost against his Ukrainian opponent. And so far so good for the Ukrainian regarding their playoff chances. Netherlands is gonna need to come back. And they might do it in this game as Sleep seems to be 12 points ahead with another nice long road of putting him at plus 20, 22, 23, 19 equal ruin, 4, and then an equal field. So blue is at the moment at plus 4, I think, which is also, I mean, seems to be that going here would place him at plus 11 and he would be just having a good time. But the question is there a possibility for Van Alexen to go maybe here and drop a farmer and then connect to this field, which is worth 15 points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, are there 2 regular straight roads remaining? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 regular straight road, which goes here. Well, if he goes here, maybe he can get through a starting tile. There are no remaining, maybe through a regular curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Road Monastery? Ah, there's just nothing left. I think this just sealed the game. Slip is now plus 11, and there is no possibility, I think, for Van Alexen to get to the field because the only attacking spot was here. But unfortunately, Slip draws the curve, and Van Alexen perhaps draws the straight road on the wrong moment. And now it's just a question of taste for Slip where he goes. I mean, just here, I mean, I mean, this is just a discard tile anyway, so it doesn't matter, I think, where he goes. Although I don't know what the remaining tile is, so he might be able to prevent Van Alexen from taking a couple of points. Well, it might be so that Red should have maybe dropped a farmer over here, like on this tile, then hope Slip to get this monastery so that he would not be able to block the connection, and then Red gets the second straight road and joins the field. That's probably the chances that Van Alexen had, given that Slip was 4 points ahead, and there was no way that Van Alexen could have taken quick points from anywhere, because there simply were no quick point tiles. But I reckon the odds of also just having faith on just like getting this and then getting this, I mean, surely they must have been like about the same, right? So I don't think it was a major mistake not to meeple this. Okay, so actually I have marked down the point for Van Alexen when I should have marked it to Adriar, so that's my bad. Okay, now that seems better. Gottfried versus Pavlbrin is now at 0-1 situation with a 42-point city. Ooh, that is some hefty stuff. And Bexy Smile, whoa, already with the second game over. And Ukraine gets the first match point. Would you look at that? Since we are at it, let's take another look at the game of Slip and Van Alexen to get a full game. Also because we might be seeing a decider from these guys, maybe. if Van Alexen wins the second game. Okay, first of all, decides not to try and finish a loop of his. Instead goes for a restriction, which does pay off as Slip is not going to be able to use an extender to a very beautiful spot. Instead, he will now just discard a valuable extender tile. Not, I don't really like that. I think he should have started a new city, like over here. But it is what it is. Starts a new city instead over here. Also, I don't like this because this creates a 9-point field, and although it is in interest of Sleep to actually create the field, I mean this city is under threat of getting blocked, and when you have if you have blocked meeples, that usually means that you are going to be in a disadvantage when it comes to conquering fields, which is why you don't really want to make the fields. Ooh, ooh, this might cost Van Alexen dearly. A really adventurous idea by Slip, actually guiding the city of Van Alexen downwards to be like unified with this city. But then now, if Van Alexen, if Slip gets a curve, he can block everything. He can block the road, he can block this city, and block this city. And Van Alexen doesn't even seem to be really care. Doesn't even seem to care about it. And it bites him. Actually, is Slip gonna go over here, or is he gonna attack it? It's a very good question, really. Yeah, he's gonna attack it instead, but I don't think I like that, to be honest, because like even though the reward is like massive, because there are still 3 triple cities, then there is this one attacking square which is easy to use, and there are so many tiles. Oh, it hurts so bad. There are so many tiles which Van Luxen could use to attack the city, and he does exactly that. He attacks the city, and now his road is saved, and he just got added 1 point by Sleep, and boy, like this is why I would have loved. Oh, this is why I personally would have gone just over here, block this road, and block this city, and also this city. Um, then you would be in a winning mini battle, really, because you would be having a 4-point ruin versus a 2-point ruin and a 5-point road. So only a -3 for an extra blocked meeple, and you could be having just another city cap that you could finish at some point. I mean, like when you go for this and then you don't finish the plan that you started, I don't think that's a good sign, really. Also, not a fan of this move because this does give immediate points, 2 of them to Slip, but his road is now frozen because he cannot continue it as long as he doesn't have a as long as he doesn't he still has this 1-point city lying over here. I think a better move would have been to start a city over here and continue your road indirectly and make it impossible to be blocked on this square. and start a city from a safer spot. Does get bailed out though, but now either here or here, doesn't matter which one really, although I think this is slightly better because a monastery spot is over here, and there have been one dagger placed to each direction already on the map, so it doesn't matter which one you choose as the victim, there's not going to be more tiles here or more daggers to some direction than to other. Okay, Sleep, don't go here. Go here. Don't make this mistake. This is the move. Let's see if he finds it. Ah! Ah! See. Which, in this scenario, when you are ahead in points, you don't need volatility. Like, if you can build safe features, you will be just fine. Wasn't this starting in like in 6 minutes? I'm not sure what you mean, Elias. I'm not sure. Okay, we should be having a great monastery spot over here for 5 points, and then you pre-build a 3-point road for yourself. Okay. This is premature. We are in a meeple disadvantage. We have less meeples than our opponent. Our opponent doesn't have any meeples trapped, so essentially our opponent has all 7 meeples up for use to fight for the fields, which means that we should not create large fields, which is exactly what this move does. It extends the field to the south, bringing in this one city. Instead, what we could have done is to go here, just start a 5-point monastery, pre-build a 3-point road, and everything would be fine. Like, we don't need to fight for the fields. We can keep the field small. Okay, must make a move. We have to get this road meeple back. Now that we can. Like, surely this has to be what Sleep does. It is. Good. Okay, don't even try to go for the field. Do not go for the field. Good. If we go for the field, we will attack it from here. What will the Ukrainian do? Simply start a city, which is fine. Okay, now maybe we can now go over here and drop a farmer. Okay, now this looks like more controllable field invasions. Placing the farmers to where there are points and not unnecessarily extending the field any more than is necessary. Okay, we also have our monastery under threat of getting blocked because 1, 2, 3 daggers have gone, and any road tile will be able to block this monastery, which is why this actually no, this road doesn't really do anything. It merely like ever so slightly restricts this square from being used to get the people to the field, but the Ukrainian gets a perfect tile to make that move anyways, gets the 3 points, and is now only one curve away from getting his second meeple to the field. Okay, do we go here? I mean, it's like it is an immediate 2 points, but it does leave an empty city cap to our opponent's field, really. Could have maybe also considered doing something like this and start a new city, because there are still city caps that go over here and which we would be able to use to finish a 10-point city. But since we have seen that Slip is a friend of immediate points, that is exactly what Slip decides to do. And I would imagine this is an immediate 4 points. What? What the? For the whole game, you have been taking quick points. I mean, this is quick points, but this is 3 points. This is 4 points, and you are able to harass your opponent's city. What is this? Like it's definitely not good. Or like it's like decent, but like there were better options, much better options, and it might be so that it's gonna come back to bite him, as this 2-point city might become an 8-point city to red, and might bring in 3 more points to the field. He might drop another farmer, who knows. Just like you gotta adjust your plan according to what is played. Like this would have been the like probably the best move before this was made. But I somehow have a feeling that Slip was like already eyeing for this move to be done, and he just made this move like instantly as a quick reaction. But it turned out to be a worse one after the move that his opponent made. Okay, so we get our first meeple to the main field. We now gotta find a monastery to be placed here so we can get the second meeple in. Okay, don't even try to go here. Just do this. Actually, yeah, do this and direct the empty city cap to the right so that you will have a monastery spot. 1, 2. Well, I mean, to the left is also actually decent because we already have a good use for a monastery. We don't want to use a vanilla city cap here, but if we direct this divider like this, then we will have a great use for a vanilla city cap, making another 4 points from the city and getting a meeple back from the monastery. Oh god. 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 So be god. Don't do this! This was exactly the one and only move that you needed to avoid. Like, it creates a threat, sure, but why do you now go for these moves when you have been going for quick points for the whole game? Why do you change this suddenly, now that it is not the best option? Or not even close the best option, in my opinion. Ah. And like this can be blocked with one single tile to a dagger. But I mean, Sleep might be able to get away with this. Might be. If he now goes over here, restricts this to a field to a city plus road tile. Now I imagine Van Elkson will go over here in with the field side to the right, so that this castle will be blocked completely. Then we have a blocked meeple. The whole point of using this divider was to complete our city, and then when we have two meeples in hand, instead of actually like indirectly defending our city, we for some reason take the third meeple to our hand, which is like it's an all right instinctive move, because this is like one of the only tiles that goes there, because there's only one road monastery. But like we had a whole plan like planned out for the city to complete it, and we used valuable crossroads even to pre-finish a 4-point road for us, and then we don't finish the like then we don't continue with the plan at all, and we don't give ourselves more odds to finish the city, and we paid the price like immediately. We saw so much effort in making this city to become reality. Like we first did this one, which was already a mistake. Then we go here with a crossroad, which is a mistake. Then we do here, which is also a mistake, and then we don't finish the plan with a rather not so lucrative tile, and we like just fumble everything. It's hard to watch, really. It's very, very difficult to watch. Okay, thank you for the update, Wisemates. So Swollywood Samuelson has ended to a 2-0 win for Samuelson, and then we have Ivan Bell Atriar, where Ivan is able to tie the score to 1-1, and Ukraine is now leading 0-2 in match points. So, which means that in order for Netherlands to have a chance at the playoffs, they will need to win all remaining tables, which doesn't really favor the Netherlands, considering how Sleep is playing, although he does have one game point under his belt, but the moves that he is making currently are not giving me the impression that he's gonna come out of this victorious. But somehow, some way, he is 23 points ahead on the scoreboard, even though he has basically wasted super valuable tiles to a project he did not even ever finish. Plus 23. The field is equal. Plus 24, 27, 31, 27, 20, 18, 15. How on earth is Slip plus 15 and he has a meeple more? This somehow gets me back to the good old days of Wiseman from Arcadia and his remarkable game win versus I think it was a Taiwanese player. No, it cannot have been because Vietnam is it was a French player, but I don't remember the nickname of the French player. But anyways, the point is that Wiseman did a bunch of ludicrous moves and somehow ended up winning, even though he basically fumbled every move of the game, which is not, which is like even like one step beyond the caliber of blundering what Slip is now doing here. But I mean, just given just given the moves of Slip, I am truly amazed that he is winning at the moment. And also, I mean, what the is this? Why are you not going here? Why are you not? I would need to go Super Saiyan for this shit. You have 2 meeples versus 0. Your opponent has like 1 place he can get a meeple back from. Why on earth do you not go here and equalize this 3-point farmer, which is the biggest threat you have on the board? And now you are just going for this, where I'm not even sure if you have a singular tile that goes there. You have 1 vanilla, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have exactly one tile that goes there, whereas you could have equalized or negated the biggest threat in the universe of this game. Buy Final Action and just go here, drop a farmer, and then have a 3rd meeple on the field as well. I mean, I'm pretty sure that this move just cost Slip the game. At least if he does not get that vanilla. If he doesn't get the vanilla, then this move is like 100% the reason why he will lose this game. Yes, it might have been Carcassonne who played against Wiseman. You might be right. Okay, we get some free points, but this field is like now worth 21 points. And this is just, yeah. Now Final Action gets a 12-point city completed. I mean, could have even dropped a farmer, to be honest. Okay, Slip gets the vanilla. For some miraculous way, he is still like live in this game. I don't know how it's possible. but like after a fumble, after a fumble, after a fumble and a fumble, he is somehow maybe still in this game. I'm not actually sure. Okay, so the field is now tied. He is +2, +6, +9, +7. He is +7. Van Alexen has 2 meeples to use. He can take a 6-point field, but he will still be at -1 as Van Alexen. Then it's gonna come down to the final monastery. Yeah, it's gonna come down to who gets the field monastery and who gets these 8 points. Unless Van Alexen like maybe goes here, hopes to get a curve if there is one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Unfortunately, no curve remaining. Is there a city cap that Slip could use to finish this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No city cap here. Yeah, so I think it's gonna come down to the final remaining monastery. I think Van Alexen will go here, take 6 points, and then whoever gets the monastery will win this game. If it is gonna be Slip, I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna flip. I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, if there is an undeserved win, then this is gonna be the absolute perfect example of an undeserved win. Slip does not get it. Wait, no, 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 no. What has happened? Wait, what the fuck is going on? Wait, I'm hallucinating something. Wait, because there is also one road monastery. Ah, yeah, 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 of course, of course, of course. Because, yeah, 2 tiles remain, 2 tiles. So this was the third one that was remaining. Which means that, oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. It's unreal. It's unreal. Slip wins the field. And this was like... Okay, so this was a miraculous move, which was really not hard to find. I'm not even sure. I hope Slip knew the remaining tiles, but this was like a 100% winning move, which sealed the game for him, because the remaining tiles were 2 monasteries, so this connection was never able to be blocked, or never able to be like not made. Fucking unbelievable. I did miss that there was the road monastery still remaining, but I actually don't think it matters. So actually, no, no, no. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So Slip was like, what did I say? +7 before this one, and then the remaining tiles were this and this and then this, which I actually did not notify because I failed to realize that of course Slip had one like extra tile in his hand. So okay, this was there was a winning path for Van Election. It was to get this and then hope to get the Road Monastery, and then he had to hope that Slip, at the time of placing this meeple, he had to hope that Slip had the Field Monastery in hand and that he would not be able to do this particular move. Um, yeah, so there was a 1 in 33% chance of Slip having this in hand, and then Van Election needed this, he needed the Road Monastery, so like it was a 16% chance to win for Van Election. And but if he just goes here, drops a farmer, he's gonna be -1. Then if Slip gets this, I mean he's gonna be toast anyways. If Slip gets this, he's gonna be able to do like what 5 points, gonna be at +6, and then Van Election gets like puts his faith on getting this +2, and then +1. So this could have also been a winning path, but also with 16% chance, I think. So no real improvement on the winning odds, but like Jesus Christ, Slip. I mean, I gotta say this has to be one of the most most spectacularly unspectacular win that I've seen in this tournament. Okay, let's see what the chat has said in the meanwhile. So, oh hi Alexei, just joined the chat and it's already a painful blunder. Yep, yep, yep. Field Monastery isn't enough for Fan Election. Um, I think it would have been actually like Field Monastery if if um Slip gets the tiles that he got in the like different order, it would have been enough, I think. Two monasteries. We have to give it to blue. Nice 100% win, fine on the penultimate move. I admit, but that was like one of the rare occasions where I agreed with Slip's move. Maybe like maybe like aside of the early game when the moves are pretty clear in most cases. Okay, but no can do for should I say like personal commiserations for Fan Election on the final game. Congrats to Slip. It is now 1 and 2, and we still have two matches ongoing. So let's see how Belly 1 is doing. It is a decider between Belly 1 and Atriar, and we have only 8 tiles remaining. Now, remember, Belly 1 needs to win this if he wants to keep the playoff chances of Netherlands alive. Absolutely needs to win this. They will need a win from this match, as does, of course, Ukraine. Okay. +3 for Atriar. +9 a shared. +15, 16, 22, 21, 13, 5, 1. Atriar is +1, I think. But there is this, which is going to be a 6-point move for Atriar. Then there is this threat for Belly 1, which is going to be most likely negated with taking 2 points over here. Does have to sacrifice a point, but that is the cost of disallowing your opponent from finishing a city and dropping a second farmer, which would be seemingly devastating in this situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There are actually no city caps left. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh! Oh! I'm not sure about this move. Okay, so Atriar could have just taken 2 points and be up exactly 2 points on in the game. Instead, decides to finish the city of Belly 1 and try to get to this field. Okay, how many crossroads are there? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No crossroads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, wait. If Belly 1 gets both curves, then Atriar might have just lost this game. Maybe. Maybe. Atriar still has one triple city that he can get 3 points with. But he is -1 at the moment, if I have counted correctly. He's at -1 point. And Belly 1 has 2 meeples. It might be that Belly 1, all that he has to do is to get that one remaining one remaining curve or curvy tile to win this game. But let's see what other tiles there are. So there are no monasteries at all. Are there straight roads that can be used here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One straight road, but that's not going to be enough. That's not going to cut it for Atriar. There are a couple of extenders. Okay, I mean, Belly 1, on his next move, he absolutely needs to get that one remaining curvy tile. Otherwise, he will lose this game. I'm pretty sure he'll lose this game otherwise. Because he's now, I think, +6. Oh, it's the triple city. Oh, it hurts. No, it's not enough. And I think Atriar has a curve in hand. A regular one. It has to be a regular one because there are no city caps and there are no triangles. So surely. Yeah, Belly one knows. So it has to be a curve that H3R has, and it's unfortunate. And it means that Ukraine will be taking their third match point, and they will be advancing to the playoffs. Actually, I'm just going to say that they are going to be advancing to 3 match wins. I'm not going to jinx myself just yet of the playoff spot because it could be a 3-2 win, and there's like maybe a possibility that it's not going to be enough in regards of the tiebreakers, but they will win this match. Belly one just for general cause will have to find a 3-point move anywhere, and H3R connects, gets 12 additional points. So this was like +6, +7, +10. I think H3R will win by +2, so not by much, but it was a 75% chance to win. I don't think. Actually, do I agree with this move though? Because let's say H3R goes for this, just takes 2 points, right? He's gonna be 2 points ahead, but then Ivan is actually gonna be the one who's gonna be able to take advantage of the most of the city tiles that are remaining. So yeah, by 2 points. So Ivan will be able to take advantage of the extenders and this triple city. Well, triple city goes over here also, but then there was road tiles. I'm not sure which one would have been actually better, because this one did give a 75% chance to win for Atria, well, around 75%, because there were still 2 curves remaining, and that is what Atria placed his faith on. Maybe, just a maybe, if okay, because this is after this move, Belly one is +1. Then I think it was immediately after that Ivan got regular this regular curve. Maybe um, they go over here, and then they go with a city tile over here and block this connection. But it doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter because then H3R will still be able to get this straight road, and there's nothing that can block this connection because there is no city plus road tile remaining. There are only city plus field tiles which would not go here then. So this connection would not be possible to block. Okay, so well, a 75% chance to win for H3R, and it worked out. Congrats to Team Ukraine for getting the third match win. We still have one ongoing match, it seems, and it is between Gottfried van Bouillon and Pavel Brin. So let's take a look at how that's going. It is actually in a 1-1 situation, so it is a decider ongoing, and it can be important for Ukraine regarding the tiebreakers. At least they would be feeling surely much more comfortable with a 4-1 win and a +3 tiebreakers going into their score than +1 tiebreaker. Red should have taken 3 points for the road and make the connection himself. Um, Not entirely sure what you mean. I mean, we could. No, no, actually, we are not going to look it back anymore. Because we have another match to watch. UK leading 2-0 against Italy right now. Okay, so UK seems to be doing quite solid. Seems to be on their way for a guaranteed playoff spot. And even with a loss of 2 and 3, I think UK will still be advancing because they are sitting at the top of the group right now, so which means that they have the best tiebreakers. Or actually, it doesn't mean that because they are the only ones who have 3 wins right now. So that's what they are doing. It will be interesting to see if they lose 2 and 3. Will be interesting to see how the board develops, but it might still not knock them out. It might be a partial reason to knock them out eventually if the other teams, if Romania Greece really does go in favor of Greece like 100 to 0 or something. But I'm not sure. Havelbrin will have Meeple surplus, which doesn't do him any favors. Will it be a 4-1 victory for Ukraine or 3-2? We have 2 Meeples on the field. Yeah, it's a 30-point field won by Gottfried, so it is gonna be indeed the Netherlands who takes the second match point and possibly will be placing some extra heat still for Ukraine regarding the tiebreakers. And I certainly hope that they will update or that they will submit the results as soon as possible so that we can see them on the classifications on the Carcassonne.cat website. I'll be very intrigued to see. Congratulations to Team Ukraine for advancing to 3 match wins, and we shall definitely remember this match for Netherlands. At least I will for in the name of Slip. I will remember this match. But commiserations for Team Netherlands overall for getting. Uh, I I don't suppose like getting this far is like a compliment, really. But commiserations on getting to 2 wins, but missing out on the playoffs. We will be rapidly moving on to Romania, Greece. So I'm gonna take a moment to update the score board, and unfortunately I can't really put a game going meanwhile, because I need to see who is playing. But bear with me. I will try to be as fast as possible. So we have Marian Kurkan on table 1 versus Mirror 14. Then we have Geo 100 versus Asksetos. Unfortunately, I don't remember his name by heart, but I do remember that his name has been revealed, I think, in the chat a week or two ago when I have been asking for it. I might have it in my cheat sheets as well, but no time to look at them at the moment. Then Joona Felicia versus BS12, and finally the ex-world champion Arpad Kere. Why am I writing his name wrong like 17 times? Versus Rico Rico Limpazzoni. I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be like letters, but they have been written in numbers, so there's that. Okay, now we have the lineups, and why don't we do this? Why don't we place some respect on Mars, who has won his first game by only one singular point. Seems to be tight stuff going on here. Okay, and okay, before I start announcing stuff, I will take a look at the chat and see how the situation has developed. So Romania players have won 4 of the first games. Well, Nico, Joona and Kerapa lost. Oh. Okay, so that's 0-1 for Greece. That's 0-1 for Greece. And then okay, I think that is the current situation. We will verify these scores after this game. I know that I know at least the table 1 is right between Marian Kurkan and Mir, but the rest of them I can't verify myself because we are busy. Okay, equal point on the scoreboard. The Greek players with 6 meeples in hand and possibly a threat of completing this city. There is still one tile that goes here, which must be blocked by Marian, as he does. And I assume this is gonna be going straight in there. Okay, now let's see the score difference. So we have a 2-point blocked meeple, a 2-point blocked road of Mars. 6, 10, 14, and then equal 20, 14. So plus 14 for Marianne for the cost of 3 extra meeples for Mir. And immediate 8 points. And now the situation is looking quite bad for Marianne, as Mir is with 5 meeples and might be attacking maybe this field. Like as soon as this one city gets completed, I can almost guarantee that the Greek player will be attacking this 9-point field. I mean, this is like doable, almost like, well, almost a must do for Marian, but I assure you the Greek player will not be even flinching an eye on this, as he does have a bunch of extra meeples and he's going to be very, very, very close to being equal on points actually. And now he's attacking on this rather juicy looking shared city, but there seems to be a lot of triangles and triple cities gone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All triple cities are gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are only 2 triangles remaining, and those are filled triangles both. So I think I gotta question this move, because given the meeple advantage that the Greek player had, and also the point advantage being, oh no 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 no, with 2 filled triangles and nothing else remaining, you have to go here. You have to save this connection. He does get like kind of bailed out of the situation, as Mars is not able to. Oh my days! Oh my days! He's trying to complete the features. He could just take 4 points and create a 6-point field. Mars is gonna go over here or over here. Not really sure which one he's gonna do. I assume. Actually, I don't know which one he's gonna do, but these moves from the Greek player are like super reckless. He doesn't need to take almost like any risk, but he is taking the risk by not getting immediate points. He's trying to lose this game. He's trying to lose it. +2, +10, +16, +22, 23, 19, 14, 12, 8, 4, +2 for Mars, still +2, but he has 2 meeples less. The Greek player is risking so much for absolutely nothing. He doesn't need to risk a single bit, but he is doing it. He doesn't take points with the starting tile. He doesn't create a 6-point counterfield. He doesn't place a straight road to protect his connection. And this is now completely blocked, this connection. Mars can take quick points. He'll then be at +6. Yeah, +6, but then he'll still be at -2 meeples. And 1 meeple is worth at least 6 points on this field, which will be immediately place Mir at even points, and he will have +1 meeple. But Mars has to be thinking, like, if there are city caps remaining, does he have to go here? But I think the answer is no. I think he probably has to take risks, like a lot of risks. He has to take points. Oh no. Okay, well, he does prevent the field meeple, but I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter. I think it's over. It's completely over. It must be over because Mir has 4 meeples, which he can actually use only 3. But this was a 6, 8. This was a 5-point move, putting him at plus 3, plus 9, plus 6. I think I think the Greek player is plus 6, and he has 2 meeples more, practically 1 meeple more, because that's what he can use. And Mars has like nothing. Like there's a 6-point field that he can take, but that's gonna be even points, and then the Greek player still has 2 meeples to use. I think the ex-world champion has lost this match. Like directly 2-0. Holy. Oh no, wait. He won the first game. But apologies, so he has only lost this game. But still, I really have to question some of the moves that the Greek player has made here by taking, I would say, tremendous amount of risk that he doesn't need that he never needed to take. Despite getting a 5-point ruin at the end and only leaving a 3-point move for the Greek, I still think the Greek is going to be having a rather comfortable win with like plus 4, minus 1, plus 4. Like I think plus 7 is going to be the plus 8. The amount of points that the Greek is gonna be ahead at the end. I hope I didn't miscount horribly, but like as I was saying, I heavily have to criticize the moves of the Greek player when he's taking continuous risks when he doesn't need to. I don't think he was all that aware of the remaining tiles. I honestly don't think he was all that aware. Yeah, 7 points is gonna be the final score difference, and the Greek player evens up the score to 1-1, which is huge for Greece, as they will need certainly a massive win here to get the tiebreakers that they need. I think at like maybe even the 3 wins might not be, you know, like maybe even the 3 match wins might not be uh, completely enough to get them the to the playoffs, as they were on the almost at the bottom of the leaderboard with their 2 current wins. Okay, so Geo versus ASX is 1-1. So the Greek does do more magic and evens up the score. Then we have we have an end score of 1-2 in on table 4. And BS12 has been able to take a match point for Greece, which certainly has to feel great for BS. UK 3-0 right now. Statmat still in the middle of his second game. Well, Statmat does seem to have a habit of taking his own time. Okay, let's see how Jarappa does. Ooh, wait, but he's not playing though. Has he lost on time, or is he just having a break? No, it is 1-1, so they're just having a break. But the ex-world champ is still giving back a fight, and it seems that we have quite an even match here, as we have almost nothing but the deciders, and we have another decider with wow, every single duel is going down to a decider. Okay, this is fabulous stuff actually. Let me make sure there are no time losses. No time losses. Okay, Tabaro is not playing. Is Gerapa playing? Yes, he is. No, he isn't. Then we have Gio. Is Gio playing? Yes, he is. Okay, we shall look at this decider. With 22 tiles remaining. Okay, win. It's I shall remind you that a win for Romania is really only for the fame and glory and practice and for good feeling, whereas a win for Greece might be putting themselves in through the group stage to the playoffs. So there is a lot more at stake for Greece. +4 for Geo, +8. Then we have +10, +5, -2, -4, -12, -7, and then we have a field belonging to Geo, which is worth 21 points. Jeez. Okay. And I would imagine that Geo will be attacking the field with a third meeple, maybe from here. Okay, understandably just taking his meeple back first. 6 points for the Greek. Not the greatest tile for Geo. Doesn't get an opportunity to attack the field. But there are 2 field connection opportunities from here and from here. So it's not a total disaster, even if he doesn't get to attack the field just yet. But Geo probably does need to win the field. Probably does need to win it. Okay. Sure. Probably blocks the monastery. Not entirely. There is still 1 starting tile, but not to worry. This monastery will hardly be finished anyway. Instead, this is the time where we go full steam ahead and get our meeples to the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is still 1 monastery remaining, 1 regular monastery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is now one tile only to this square. So it looks like a decent block. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and there were multiple regular curves that would have gone here. So certainly a viable block. Geo is going to be able to gradually increase the size of his ruin. Now gonna be able to take 4 points and gonna be able to create a blocking platform on this, which is gonna be crucial, or might be crucial. Let's see, so plus 12 for green, plus 50, 17, 24, 32, 34, and 28, 25, 20, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so plus 6 for Geo if the fields remain as they are, but I doubt they will. Yeah, this is certainly gonna be one of those, but are there tiles to go here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is a major mistake. And Geo doesn't notice it. There are no tiles to go here. No, absolutely 0 tiles to go here. Oh no. Is it possible for the Greek to win this? I mean, it must be. Okay, the Greek has to get the monastery. That's a must. Then I think Geo might go over here and drop a farmer and try and get like a regular curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is still one regular curve remaining, I think. So this would increase his chances to get a third people to the field from 1 tile to at least 2. But instead he goes for more blocking. And there was also this left. Okay, well, dumbass me. Okay, Geo, final chance. Go over here and you have 100% connection, because the remaining tiles, if I haven't counted wrong, are one regular curve and the monastery. If he goes here, I think he has 100% connection and he wins the game. Surely. 1, 2, 3. No monastery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. If he goes here, 100% guaranteed win of the game. Even here, actually. This is actually better. Add 1 point and drop a farmer either on this side or on this side. And then either the curve or the monastery will be able to get you to the field. This is, this is the best possible move that I can think of, which I think guarantees Geo a win of his duel. 100% win. It's out there, but does he see it? Does he see it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. One regular curve, one regular monastery. He has the tools to get to the field. He has the tools to make this a force win. Does he find the move? No, he doesn't take. Oh my lord, he doesn't. He doesn't place the meeple on it. He doesn't place the meeple on it. I think he loses because of that. Yeah, he still doesn't realize. He doesn't realize that he could have dropped a farmer. There's no freaking way he blundered. He went to the exact right spot, but he didn't place the farmer. Oh no. I. Oh, it hurt so bad to see this happening. He plundered 100% win. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Yes! Now he realizes. Now he realizes. Oh, he realized that he actually plundered 100% win. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Wait. I have done something terrible with the Tapado battle log? Wait. Uh, Tapado. Oh. Well, come here. Never mind then. It's 2-0. And Romania is on the scoreboard. And now, since Gio did not find the winning move, it's gonna be 1-2 for Greece. Thank you for correcting me in the chat. So do that, and then even a 4-1 h6 wouldn't be enough for Greece, as the winner of German versus Belgium will have a better games difference, at least -4 to Greece -5. Okay, but they are in different groups. Well, it might be so. Yeah, if Greece is at the moment like -4 in tiebreakers, it's definitely not good. This is a typical comment I get all the time. You got all the tiles I need, not recognizing they had a win if they played it correctly. You said it. You said it. They only realized it afterwards. And as we saw by Gio, he said that he didn't know what the final tile was, and that played such a crucial part in his decision making. That which basically denied him making a 100% winning move, and he ended up losing because he didn't know the remaining tiles. That's why tile counting is so essential. That's why you need to know the remaining tiles when you are playing on the higher level. Okay, so what do we have? We have the Jarapa versus Rico. So let's take a look at this. Oh, one tile. Well, prime time, I guess. Okay, Um, looks like it's going really well for Arpad. Let's see if he is winning the fields though. This is stranded. Not gonna get. Not gonna get. It's gonna be equal. Gonna be equal. Looks like it's gonna be a win for. Oh, 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 oh. No, yeah. Well, this definitely gets like, I don't know, a quadrillion points more for Gerapa as he deletes these 9 points from Rico and also gets majority on this 15-point field. So it was like a 24-point move or something, and absolutely gets, yeah, Rico absolutely gets slapped by that crossroad, which also puts Romania at 2 match points, and we have a decisive duel of the match with Marian versus Mir, which is gonna be interesting stuff. Except that they have already played. So which one has won? Which one has it? Oh, it is the Romania who ends up with the victorious final match, and so falls the dreams of Greece. It is like a Trojan horse has entered the arena, giving like false hope of the enemies retreating, and then boom, you get just slapped and tapped, and you lose everything. All hopes from the playoff spot just withered away from Greece. I think Greece still has chances. I heavily disagree with that, Elias, because taking a look at the classifications, it's now gonna be 5-2, 5-2. Um, Italy is gonna be 5-2. Then Netherlands is gonna be 5-2. Ukraine for 5-3. United Kingdom gonna be 5-4. So UK will be in the playoffs, Ukraine will be in the playoffs, and then we gotta see these results. So Netherlands, it was um, a 3-2 defeat. I think it was a 3-2 defeat. I mean, you can see what a freaking goldfish memory I have. Just freaking streamed their match and I already forgot the result. But I'm gonna assume that it's a 3-2. So in a -1 tiebreakers, then Italy will be doing really like real as bad, at least 14. So like max is like -3, so Italy is out. That's for sure. Uh, Greece, well, Romania is at 2 and 3, so 12 and 13, so -1. And then Greece at 15, 10, so -5. So, does that mean actually Netherlands and Romania? Okay, So we can now see the points of Romania in games, where's my scoreboard? Dun, 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 dun. So Romania had a 8 versus 6 in games, so 32 versus 32 versus Netherlands that had, oh, wait. So that's gonna be +0. Okay, let's do that. So -1 +0. No. -1 and 0. And then -1. Mm, Netherlands. God damn it. I think Romania actually just climbed to the third spot. I don't think Netherlands got a just -1 on their games because it was a 3-2 loss. So that they lost at least 6. We are going to check this out. Ah, the pain of streaming the matches and not knowing the results. Mm, Here, Slip won 2-0. Then Peli won situation is, oh, God damn it, how many games can you play? Okay. Um, okay, so it is now 3-2 in games, and then Gottfried 3-2, 5-2, no 5-3, and then Bexe 5 to 5, and then Gert, so ±0, and then Samuelson, so -2 on the games, which means that it was already -1, so Netherlands -3. So yeah, I think Romania will be third in their group, but they will still be eliminated because 2 match wins is just not gonna cut it to the playoffs. They are gonna be winning by they're gonna be winning Netherlands with a +2 tiebreaker on the games won versus games lost, if I'm not totally wrong. Okay, let's see. So the chat is going. Um, in Group B, only UK and Ukraine will proceed. Yes, I think this is the case. I think this is the case. Greece still has chances. No, it doesn't. Groups A, C, D, and F third will be better than Greece. Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. They get 3-11, so they can be fourth best third. Yeah, Elias wasn't really understanding that Greece already lost. Group B was the strongest group, so my prediction becomes reality. With this system, the best thirds in the weakest groups, or the groups with the worst bottom ranked team, will advance. Or the groups with the worst bottom ranked team. Um, well, maybe. It definitely does play a part. Um, if your group has, like, let's say two more or less newcomer teams or not so experienced ones, like for example in Group A, I would dare to say that having Croatia and Guatemala in your group will definitely play in favor of, well, all the other teams basically, um, because it's gonna be like essentially more, well, not like guaranteed wins, but it's gonna be more um, wins in like at average, I would say, like regarding the match wins. Whereas in like Group B, where every team seems to have been on quite a high level, or at least like more like closer on the level to each other than in Group A. I think this might have definitely been one of the key um, key reasons on why the third place from Group B will not be getting through to the playoffs. Germany would be guaranteed -4 games difference, whereas Greece would have gotten to -5. Polo Verde is taking their time too. Both games took almost 40 minutes. Holy, those are long with the like capital triple L. I mean, why don't we take a look at if Statmat is still playing? He's still playing. Oh, or is that a random game? It's not even a random game. They are still playing. I mean, for the memes, let's check, even though it's not the original plan of the stream. Oh my god, they had 40 tiles. They are, oh my god. um, well, I mean, let's have um, a little nice thingies for the UK. Also, since it is 4-0, according to what I have heard from the chat, it seems that there is not much excitement regarding the ultimate results, but Matt definitely, being the competitive person that he is, I think he's quite thirsty for the win. I think 6 groups is the main problem. Um, Hold up. Seeding more teams wouldn't hurt. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. I can't really comment on that because I haven't played before during the seasons when there were like less groups and more more countries per group. So I believe it was like what 8 groups. Sorry, not 8 groups, but 8 teams and 4 groups last year, which means, of course, more matches, 7 matches for each team, and um, I assume just the top 4 continued. But I'm not sure if that really affects on the final um, outcomes, like in a sense that whether there are like whether some team or teams or group even has like generally easier time than the others because of like more worse teams. Like I mean, it has to have like some sort of an effect. But when there are 7 matches, then probably it's not gonna matter that much if you get like 1 or 2 like sort of kind of free wins, like free match wins from like the weaker teams. I prefer smaller groups. It was too tiring to have 7 weeks of group phase. Um, yeah, actually, now that I think about it, yeah, that is also true. Because now this season is gonna be shorter than the previous one, because there are gonna be less group stage weeks, like what 2 yeah 2 weeks less. So it's gonna only take like 2 months, like as an entirety of the season, whereas like last year it took like 2.5 months, I believe, something like that, to get from the very start to the very end of the league. Okay, let's break down the situation of StatMat and Polo Verde. Oh, and before I forget, of course, congratulations to Team Romania for retaining your integrity and all that other good stuff, although it does not help as much as you probably would have liked to see. But um, yeah, congratulations on the win today, and we shall welcome you back again next year, most likely with more or less the same names that you have this year, since apparently Romania hasn't really changed its Team World Championships roster almost at all during the 5 years that this has been a thing. At least that's what I've been told. I'm not sure if it is because Romania doesn't have too many like new upcoming and or even like interested players in general, or if it is for just a sole reason that uh, they have no like better players like um, to kind of like replace the players that they have already used, which essentially goes back to the first reason that they don't have the player capacity to really find new players to the team. And like maybe it's just because yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe they want to use the same people over and over again because they just care about winning. I don't know. I don't know. If someone has some inside information, then do let me know in the chat. Why is it so that Romania doesn't really change its roster at all? Okay, now let's finally break down the situation. So minus 10 for StatMat. He is attacking the field, the main field for worth 15 points with 2 meeples. There is minus 17, minus 22, 25, 28, 23, 17, 18. So like even with this field, StatMat would still be like at minus 3, but he does have a threat, this city. There is only one tile to finish it though, but it is still a 50-50 threat, and those are still very valuable. This connection is also unblockable. There is a road monastery remaining and 3 regular monasteries, so a lot of tiles still to go here, plus maybe even just a regular straight road and then a curve, and then StatMat will have his 2 meeples on the field. Polo likely gonna be considering either this or this or this. But I reckon the reason why he didn't attack this 3-point city was purely because it would leave a free 4-point road to Matt. Now he has the threat though with 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 triangles still to go, and maybe dividers, no dividers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 triple cities, so 6 tiles that go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 6 tiles. 3 of which are ideal, of course. Matt gets his 8-point city and attacks the 6-point city just in time, actually, as this would have been a wonderful tile for Polo to finish his city on the right side, start a new one, and then be only 1 city cap away from completing a 16-point city, which would have been quite devastating possibly for Matt. Now though, he might actually be considering going here and meepling this, as he does. And if you're Matt, you would certainly like to have a straight road to go over here, because there is only 1 triple city with a road remaining and no triangles with a road at all. At all. So this would be almost a complete block with only 1 tile. And since Matt is the one with meeple advantage, it is in his interest to block as many meeples as he can. Although Polo doesn't have his meeples like tangled up too badly, He has a nicely developed monastery, and he can get a meeple back from this rather juicy city with either of the two remaining filled triangles, as Matt pulls a third one of those. So there are still a lot of possibilities. Matt could be considering a move like this, maybe, if there are... Oh! Yeah. This makes sense. Makes sense. Still just extending the city, knowing that Polo will need triangles over here, and there are only, I think, 2 triple cities remaining. Will he meeple this? I don't think he does, or does it? It depends a lot on these tiles, how many of them are remaining. But he does decide against it. And Matt still not able to do anything about this city, and has to be like really worried about that, because as soon as this city gets completed, then Polo possibly will be dropping a farmer on it too, and then connect through here and here to the main field. Gets his meeple back. That's good. There is also an evil hamster spot for a 9-point monastery. Still 2 of the road monasteries remaining, and it will also create a 6-point field. So there is a lot of interesting features on the board, whereas Matt gets his 1 outer, he gets his dagger, gets to complete the city, which is going to be worth 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points, plus he's going to be able to take a 5-point road, which I assume he will take with only 11 tiles. He doesn't take it. Ha! But what else do you need your meeples for? I am kinda intrigued to see or to hear why he does not meeple the 5-point road. Like, what could he possibly need the meeples for? I have no idea. I mean, there is only 10 tiles remaining, and there are no like really great spots to take points from. I assume he's now gonna go over here and meeple a 5-point road. Surely. Because like he needs to prevent this city from being completed. And in case it gets completed, by getting a triple city here, Matt will prevent any possible ideas of Polo dropping a farmer over here and then unifying it to the main field with 2 tiles. Doesn't take the... Where are you going to use your meeples to? Like, for real. When there is still a road monastery too, which is a quick point tile. You have 3 meeples to use with only, I think, 5 tiles that you have remaining, and at least some of them are quick point tiles which you can get. I am completely like flabbergasted of Matt's thought process here. I'm not sure what he's thinking. Well, Polo will surely meeple a monastery somewhere, maybe even actually here. Well, let's see how he's doing on the scores. So he's -2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, -16, assuming that this field belongs to Matt, -17, -8, and a meeple if this field belongs to Matt. And there is a good chance that it does in the end. So he does need to come up with something. One thing that he needs to get is the triangle and probably also the road monastery. Okay, Matt needs to go over here. No questions asked. Needs to block this city from being completed. I will be completely astounded if he does not do that. Surely, surely he is willing to put anything over here if he can block this city. Because this is the number one threat that he needs to take care of. There are really no other threats that he can take care of. Number one move, number one priority. Okay, and the chat is still going wild. um, we don't have 20 players available in Belgium. I don't know about that. I mean, you guys had a live championship that I think gathered like what did you say, 96 people? So I don't know. I'm not sure if I buy into that not having 20 players. Well, maybe not 20 like good online players who would be willing to do that. Yeah. Now we get to the choose as we get the move taking care of the number one threat that Polo had just in time. As painful as it is for Polo, but maybe there's now another threat. Maybe Matt needs to protect, well, sort of protect this from being completed. If there is even one singular city cap, he needs to go over here. One, two, apparently. Oh, but there is a city cap. Wait, I think there's also a triangle. Oh, but there is a straight road as well, which now goes over here and crushes the dreams. Oh, just in time again! Just in time again! As StatNat blocks yet another feature. And Polo, who had been waiting for this triangles to come for so long, is now not able to fulfill the dream scenario and is not able to finish this huge city. Oh, oh, it would have been such a nice thing to see. Oh, it would have been such a nice thing to see. Has to be like super annoying for Polo that he just gets the tiles he needs, but he just gets them just one single turn too late to make anything like too remarkable with them. And now Matt also has a 66% chance to get the the Road Monastery, which will be worth 12 points for him, whereas it will be worth 8 points for Polo. Actually, if you're Polo, I think you might have to just maybe even go here and then hope for the Road Monastery and then try to get to this field, which is worth 15 points. Let's try to see what the remaining tiles are. So there is the road monastery, of course. Then there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No triple cities. How about other road tiles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No regular curves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No regular straight roads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No crossroads. How about extenders? No extenders. And then no triangles. So probably like city caps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 21, 22. Yep, he goes for the field connection, which I think is a remarkable move. I think number one move that he should do, given that I'm not actually aware of the points, but it might be the number one possibility, and it was also an unblockable connection, but I don't think it'll be actually enough, because that mat gets to finish a 10-point city and gets a 6-point monastery also, so that this basically counteracts those. And I think UK has just won. Oh, wait, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Stop the cap. Oh, Polo makes the only move which allows him to get the win with with actually a 33% chance. 66. Yeah, with a 33% chance, he gets the road monastery and gets to connect to this field, which for essentially 15 points, and it is actually enough with the help of the huge ruin to get the win. And now after a grueling, actually it's now midnight, so and they started at 20. I think they started at 10, so this took exactly, almost exactly 2 hours for these players to finish their match. This one single duel, which I'm not gonna lie is quite an achievement in itself. So Italy will not be losing 5-0. It'll be taking a 4-1 instead, and Polo must be feeling super good after having found this. I think only one winning move existed, and he found it. And boy, he can be certainly proud of himself. Okay. Put the top 8 countries in 8 different groups. I would be fully on that. Fully on board with that suggestion, like going like for the next year in WTCOC, if we have 40 teams, like exactly 40 teams, which would be super ideal, probably. Then we could make 8 different groups and 5 with 5 countries in each group. Then top 2 advance from each group, and then top 8 countries in 8 different groups. I would love that. He's now regretting he didn't meeple features with more points. Yeah, I do have to agree that given the large amount of meeples that Matt had, it must have been kind of annoying that he did not meeple. For example, this 5 point road. Like you can see, he now used a meeple to a 3 point field, which he was never able to expand because he didn't get the road monastery. So he missed out on 2 points there at least, and actually not well. Then he meepled this as a 3 point city at the time, but he was able to complete that to a 10 point city. So I guess it kind of plays itself. Although maybe it could have been better to, for example, not do this, but like just do this move, the same move with the starting tile, and just go, don't meeple this, and then only start a field with the next city cap that you get. Like for example, with this, maybe you will go over here and start a field. Then you get this, and you get 4 plus 6, so 10 points. But well, wait a minute, wait a minute. Mm, well, it kind of works if you have extra meeples, but instead of doing this, it's this. It's well, it's still basically 10 points. But I mean, the point here is that I very much dislike how Matt handled his meeple majority in the end when he didn't really meeple anything. Like not meepling a 5 point road here or here when he had 3 meeples in hand and like only like less than 10 tiles in the deck. I have already disliked that kind of behavior, and does look like he pays the price for it. Uh, Possibly not because of the points he missed. I I mean I can't exactly think of more than 2 points that he like like directly missed. Um, but it could have been somewhat different, maybe. In the end, these two will have accumulated the same thinking time as the 10 players from Romania Greece. Maybe not quite as like um, as as much. Although no, actually, that might not be too far away from the truth. As it is like well 2 hours for these players. Then actually not actually maybe not too far away from the truth. The same thinking time as 1,000 Erwin Cheese. That sounds more accurate. A match for the curiosities, possibly. I'm not sure what the most what was the longest match before this, or if this even was the longest match. Not entirely sure. Okay, we are going to still. Actually, no, I'm not gonna double check the result of UK Italy. I'm gonna assume that it's 4-1 and that I have not been trolled by the chat. Okay, we now have some results submitted. So the Ukraine Netherlands has been submitted, and Italy, United Kingdom. So this will be 5-2, 11 and 14. They will go below this. They will be below Netherlands, and then yeah, -1, -3. Greece gonna be at 6th spot with -5. Romania ±0. Wait, what? Yeah, because they won 3-2. So ±0, and then Netherlands. Never mind. So 12 and 13. So yeah, -1, -1. So Romania. Yes, I think so. Yeah, I think the final order is going to be UK, Ukraine, Romania, Netherlands, Italy, and Greece. And UK and Ukraine going to the playoffs. Great stuff. Great stuff. We certainly have some surprises in Group B regarding um, the eliminated teams. UK, honestly, I gotta say I might not have placed them in top 3, but I seem to be very wrong. Then the remaining matches for this week will be so tomorrow is free. There will be no streams, no games, no matches. Then on Saturday, on 18th, we have Spain versus Japan, which I will not unfortunately be able to stream as Hong Kong Finland will start just an hour later. Then Guatemala RCP will be just a showdown match. Latvia, Czech Republic. Not gonna be important for Czech, other than, well, maybe if they want to like kind of aim for a certain like maybe if they want to aim for a particular um, opponent for the playoffs, but otherwise, I mean, I think Czech has, if I remember correctly, they have secured the playoff spot. Latvia, uh, I think there was some speculation that Latvia could still be fourth, so they probably have a great incentive still to go for the win. Brazil, Malaysia showdown match again on Sunday. Then Vietnam, China, a oh whoa. Vietnam, China, a showdown match. Vietnam, no possibilities to get to the playoffs. China already in the playoffs. Taiwan in the playoffs, United States out of the competition. Actually, are there? I want to see this because no, yeah, yes they are, yes they are. I was gonna say that if Totesia wins, Hong Kong wins, if Totesia loses, Hong Kong loses, United States wins, then they might be on the third spot, but it doesn't matter because they would be only at 2 match wins. So it is gonna be just a showdown match basically for Taiwan and a match for honor and integrity for the US. Then Hong Kong Finland, it'll be much like for many other teams, it'll be just a match for honor and integrity and general practice and all that great stuff. So no other stakes really for Finland there, but for Hong Kong, they have full incentive to go for the win as they will be fighting for the top 3 spot of the Group E. And there is even a looming possibility that if they do like really well, and if Portugal then loses to Czechia later on the same day, then Portugal might get uh, kicked out of the tournament, and Tunisia and Hong Kong might be the ones that get to the playoffs. So there's that. Then Spain, Japan. Actually, all this there's gonna be a whole Group F showdown. And why is this on on this? It should be in ascending order. But okay, so Spain, Japan is gonna be played on Saturday. Wait, is it twice here? Twice. Well, yeah, it would be in ascending order if I made it ascending order. Okay. um, yeah, so Spain, Japan at 13, and then as the closing matches of the whole group stage of the WTCOC 2024 is going to be the Group F. Wait, I have done some random stuff here. Okay, 18. This, then, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Okay, and now Catalonia, Colombia will be interesting because they are at the moment on places 3 and 4. So I think it was like whoever wins out of these two will advance to the playoffs and the other one will be eliminated. So the stakes are super high. Then we have Peru and France. Actually, I'm not gonna do it like this. So let's open up another page. And let's see the classifications here. So yeah, as you can see, Colombia and Catalonia are number 3 and 4. And then if Colombia wins, it'll be definitely going into the playoffs. If Catalonia wins, it's actually maybe going to the playoffs. It still has at the moment a -2 tiebreaker. So if they win by like 3-2, then it might actually be really difficult and they might still be out of the playoffs. I'm not entirely sure. So the probably will need to do quite well, at least win by like 4-1 against Colombia to have a decent spot or a decent chances to get to the playoffs. Wait, no, what the hell am I saying? Because Colombia is +6 in tiebreakers. If Catalonia wins by 4-1, they're gonna be 13 to 12, so +1, and then Colombia will be 14 to 11, so +2. So actually, for Catalonia, winning 4-1 will still not be enough. Even if Latvia loses 0-5, it will still not be enough for Catalonia to win 4-1. So Catalonia will need to win 5-0 versus Colombia to get to 14-11 and to +3, and then to put Colombia at only +1. So that would switch places with these. And then even if Latvia loses 0-5 against Czech, they'll be at 11. So +3. Which means that Latvia actually has completely secured their playoff spot, I reckon. +12 on the games as well. +12, +2. Okay, well, I guess there is this very, very minor chance that if Catalonia wins 5-0, right, they go to 14-11 and they get +3, and then Latvia loses 0-5, go to 14-11 and go to +3, but then it's going to be 29-29, 31-29, and then Catalonia will have 35-25, so it will be actually ahead of Latvia. And then if Latvia doesn't have the like good enough tiebreakers, if +3 is not a good enough tiebreaker, then maybe there's a chance to be eliminated. But although I doubt that +3 would not be enough to get to the playoffs, I am at the moment assuming that Latvia has secured their spot. Okay, then there is the Peru-France. Basically, I think a showdown match. Peru, no possibility. France has secured at least the top 3 in their group, and I'm having difficult time to believe that they would be losing to Peru. So I think France is in a very good spot. Lithuania, Poland. And Chile, Hungary. Wait, which group is Chile, Hungary? It's here. Yeah, so Chile, Hungary has already been is basically already done. RCP going playoffs. Chile and Hungary. Okay, so like the only possibility that either Chile or Hungary doesn't go to the playoffs is if they lose 0-5, but that's still +3. in games, whereas Latvia would be having worse in the worst case. And then Hungary +0. Well, maybe there is like some distant chance that if Chile beats Hungary 5-0 and 10-0 in games, or the other way around, then maybe there is some tension that their losing team does not get to the playoffs, but I doubt that we'll see that happening. We haven't seen all that many 5-0 destructions during the season at all. Then the Belgium-Germany will be, of course, one of the key matches still to come. Will be deciding the third spot or maybe even the second spot. And it's going to be incredibly high stakes. And then to end this whole group stage off, we have Argentina-Mexico as the final match. Well, actually, together with Chile-Hungary on Sunday. And Mexico at 3 wins at the moment, Argentina with 2. So there is a possibility that if Argentina does well, then Mexico could actually still drop to 4th, because either Japan or Spain will have 3 wins also, and they have and at least the other one, or yeah, um, because of Japan Spain, they are both at +4 tiebreakers, and one of them is going to win by at least getting another +1, so by 3-2, so going to have +5, which means that it'll be pretty much guaranteed third place to either Japan or to Spain. But then if Argentina does well against Mexico, if they, let's say they do 4-1, so 14-11, and then Mexico 12-13, then Argentina could actually go to third place. Japan would be second. What if they win 3-2? Would put them at +1 on the tiebreakers, and Mexico at 4. Never mind. At 13-12, so also +1, but then +3 on the games and -4 on the games for Argentina. So if Argentina wins 3-2, then they would be needing like the maximum games, so that's 8, and then they would have well 8-4 in best case scenario in a 3-2 situation. So would put them at ±0, and then if it is 8-4, then Mexico would be actually at -1. So if Argentina wins, Argentina can win 3-2 if they have 8-4 in games, and they will be able to eliminate Mexico. Or if they win 4-1, they will eliminate Mexico, and 5-0 they will eliminate Mexico. Anything other than anything lower than going 3-2 and 8-4 in games, Mexico will be third. Well, at least third, if my calculations are in order. Though I haven't actually taken into account the Poland-Lithuania match. This is in these calculations, it's assumed that Poland wins against Lithuania, but it might also be that Lithuania causes havoc, and all these calculations mean absolutely nothing. Maybe Lithuania wins like 5-0 and I don't know, drops Poland. A lot of stuff is still possible in Group F. Pichan, yes, I was actually asked in I think on the comment section of my previous stream. I was asked to stream the Argentina Mexico, and I have nothing against that. So I think that will be one of the matches that I will be streaming on Sunday. I'm not sure about the other ones, but I think we will have another relatively long stream. Catalonia has to win 5-0 to catch Colombia. Yes, we handled that. Pro tip, you don't need dual difference, just look at dual wins. Dual difference is 2 dual wins minus 25 after. So if you have better dual wins, you have better dual difference. I think either my math is really bad or this applies only in situations where you have the equal number of dual losses between two teams. But then again, Elias is known to make a lot of people question themselves when it comes to math. So likely I am just completely fallen off the map and have no clue what Elias is talking about. If Belgium or Germany would win 5-0 and Latvia would lose 0-5, the latter could be eliminated, depending on games difference, but the chances for that are minuscule. Is that so? That is true. It would put either of these to +3. Um, and then if we take a look at uh, this also, then okay, so check this out. If Latvia loses 0-5, then either Belgium or Germany loses 0-5. Latvia will be at +3 with 3 wins. Belgium or Germany will be at +3 with 3 wins. And then if Chile or Hungary loses 0-5, they'll be at +3 with 3 wins. So that might get spicy. And then it'll come down to the rest of these. To the rest of these matches. But I Like as a default, I would say that +3 is gonna be comfortable enough. Not if Poland loses 0-5. Yeah, exactly. If Poland takes a massive L against Lithuania, then everything will be going very differently. So, well, as it stands today, Group B was the one that was the most interesting, and because a lot of stuff could have happened there. And now I think the most interesting will be um, Group F, as it is pretty much still like wide open situation for five teams actually. Like any of these could be, yeah, any of these teams could get eliminated, which is ridiculous. Any of these teams could be eliminated, and this is like I would say like the second death group essentially. The first one I would say was the Group B, and the Group F is like the other one. And yeah, the situation is live and it's exciting. Didn't last year Latvia needed to not lose 5-0 and they did, and they then got through because of some other result. Oh, oh. Well, will the history repeat itself? Well, we'll see. Um, Probably not something that the Latvians would like to see happening again, but as a content creator, or yeah, as a streamer, I would not uh, I would not say no to that. We would be getting some meme-worthy stuff from that. Okay, that's about it. So tomorrow will be silent. Then on Saturday, um, depending on when Hong Kong Finland ends, I might be streaming both RCP and Guatemala and Latvia, Czech Republic. If it ends late, then likely only will be streaming Latvia and Czech Republic. And then, well, let's actually check on Sunday's matches which ones I would like to stream. So, well, ideally the ones that have some stakes. So, Belgium, Germany will definitely be one of those. And conveniently, it is kind of separated on the schedule. So, you can be like 90% certain that a stream announcement of Belgium Germany match is coming. Then out of these two, actually, I think, I mean, I think I would actually prefer Chile Hungary, but since I have already been asked to stream Argentina Mexico, we will go with that. And then on the earlier ones, well, I am very biased towards my own group, so I'm likely going to go with Portugal to Tesia, just because there is some stuff there that could happen, although it's heavily based on the match result of Hong Kong Finland, and then I don't think I have Malaysia games on like streamed at all. um, this season, so I might go for Brazil, Malaysia. Then, well, Catalonia, Colombia has stakes in it, so I think that's kind of a no-brainer out of these two options. And then, well, I guess we could try going for Taiwan, United States also, although that's not really that interesting because there are no stakes in it. Um, and it would kind of go on top of Catalonia, Colombia, but we'll see. Anyways, I think there's gonna be wait, one, two, three, four, five, maybe like 5 matches on Sunday that I will stream. So it's gonna be a a busy weekend. That's what it's gonna be. You'll probably be seeing those like all the announcements tomorrow of the matches that I will stream, and uh, likely I won't be changing them all that much, but you'll see. That's gonna be it for today. I thank you all for sticking around all the way until the end.